In this month's SA Life magazine, I've written an article on Mediterranean fruit trees. My favourite Mediterranean fruit tree would have to be the fig. You know, there's nothing better than the experience of picking a fresh fig off a tree and eating that. Maybe if you've never experienced a chocolate-covered one or a glacéed one, they're just amazing. There's a place here in the Adelaide Hills that if you visit, I'll guarantee you'll have a fondness for figs that you've never had before.
This really is a touch of Tuscany in our own backyard. The Glen estate at Houghton dates back to the 1840s. For more than a century, this property was famous for its fruit and jam production. These days, the historic homestead and rolling fields are home to the Walkup family, with son Willa the driving force behind local success story Willabrand figs.
Now, Willa, I've got one fig at home that I treasure.
Yeah.
And the figs are just marvellous.
Yeah.
How many trees have you got here, though?
Well, we've got 12,000 on this property and a couple of thousand off the property, so 14,000 in total, and it keeps us fairly busy. The significant thing for the fig orchard is that the figs are now 150 years old, and we've been nurturing them for the last 20 years since we've been part of this property.
Now, a lot of people would be looking at these fig trees and thinking, well, hang on, mine's about 10 times as big.
Yeah.
These are quite small.
Look, in my opinion, the easiest way, cut the tree down. They're as tough as old boots.
You cut them right back?
Absolutely. We cut them back every year.
I've got a white Adriatic and it's a fabulous fig, but what would you recommend? It's a bit of an all-rounder here in South Australia.
My recommendation, undoubtedly, would be brown turkey. It's got a fantastic structure for cooking, holds up really well. You can even freeze it and reuse it, and it's magnificent as a fresh fruit.
Now, here's the $64 million question. How long do you have to wait after you plant them till you get that beautiful fruit?
You can plant a tree this year, and if you've looked after it properly, you will get a very small bit of fruit in your second year. But my recommendation is to knock that fruit off, let it grow for the second year. The third year, you'll have beautiful fruit.
That's hard, but we'll do it. What are the signs that the fruit is ripe? Two
key things. Firstly, the colour. On brown turkey, they've got ridges on them. Then secondly, texture. So they will always ripen up from the eye first towards the stem. When the fruit is soft by the stem, it's soft all the way through.
And it's no good picking a half dozen and keeping some for the next day, is it?
No, you've got to eat them fresh. Eat them when they're perfectly ripe. The reason for that is once you've picked them, they do not sweeten up. All they do is they get softer and begin to deteriorate.
There's only so much fresh fruit that can go to the market. What else do you do with it?
Well, we've got a range of products. We store our figs, and then throughout the year we manufacture things like glacé figs, chocolate enrobed glacé figs, which is a bit of a signature product. We do jams and chutneys. We do little baby figs in a pear and saffron syrup, and we're beginning to do more glacé fruit in general.
The Glen estate, beautiful trees, lovely lawns, plenty of water. What's the best way to get up here?
We are just off Main North East Road, so we're 25 kilometres from the CBD. You go past Newman's Nursery, with the next turning on the left. Given that we're sort of in harvest at the moment, we have a fantastic pick your own, and we love seeing people coming up here, enjoying the property, getting outside, getting their hands dirty, and coming back with a smile and a few figs. The other thing is we've got this beautiful cellar door, local food, local wines. I think at the moment we're representing 10 Adelaide Hills brands. That's open Thursday through to Sunday, and people can walk around on the lawns. There's a lovely pond, beautiful scenery. It's a fantastic experience.
Well, what a beautiful destination for a weekend drive. And while you're here, you may as well have your fresh fig fix as well. Now, if you've got a gardening question you'd like answered, or you have a beautiful garden, or maybe a different garden, I'd love to know about it. Simply go to our website, follow the link to Ask Michael. I'll certainly be able to answer the question for you. And you know, with your garden, I may even pop in and have a look at it.